The best additions you can add to your sandbag for training. Hi, I'm Jonathan Pritchard with Theology, Geek, Fitness, and I am big into sandbag training. I love sandbag training. I love sandbags. One of the reasons why is because instead of paying over $1 a pound, you're paying about 10 cents a pound. Though you also have to buy the sandbag, but once you've bought the sandbag or sandbags, buying the sand to fill them up will still bring you out cheaper than if you buy adjustable dumbbells or a rack of dumbbells or barbell, weight plates, all of that stuff. It's a lot of weight. And with the various sandbags out there, and my favorite is the 2XSR sandbag that has the filler bags that can be strapped down to where the weight is static inside the sandbag, and those filler bags can double as like dumbbell, kettlebell type gear. So yeah, it's great, and it's, you know, for the price and the price of sand, I'm a big fan of it. That's why I enjoy sandbag training primarily, because you can get a lot of weight for a little bit of money. But sandbag is a weighted object, and as I've discussed on this channel previously, weighted objects all have the same limitations. The limitation is you cannot do any sort of vertical pulling movement, right? Because of gravity. So if you can do pull-ups, which is my favorite exercise, the first thing you need to think about doing is getting a pull-up bar, because you need some sort of pulling movement. And I've even used I've used my sling trainer as a dip belt, and added a filler bag to it to do weighted dips from the sandbag, and works fine. But if you can't do pull-ups, then you need a pull-up bar or something anyway that you can attach either resistance bands to help you, which would be an option, one of the better additions you could get, because if you can't do pull-ups, resistance bands, 41-inch loop bands, can help you do pull-ups, or they can help you do vertical pulling movements like lat pull-downs with the resistance band. But if you don't want to do that, you could use something like a cable pulley system, which you need a place to anchor it. So you could buy one of those ceiling mounts, like I have inside my house, or you can anchor the cable pulley to a pull-up bar. And so even if you can't do pull-ups, you can get like a cable pulley system with a lat pull-down bar and still be able to do a vertical pulling movement using your sandbag as your weight. So if you could do pull-ups, just do pull-ups. But if you can't do pull-ups, get a pull-up bar if you need to, or a ceiling mount or something, or a tree branch that's steady enough. And get a cable pulley system. You can get them pretty inexpensive, $30 to $40, and some of them even come with a lat pull-down bar. And you can do your vertical pulling movements with that. So off the top, you can get a lot of work done with a really high-quality sandbag for a lot less money than free weights. But what you can't do, I mean, you can think about it. You can do a horizontal pulling movement. You know, you can do a bent over row with a sandbag like you can with a barbell, and you can get a sandbag heavy enough for your current fitness level. You can do vertical pushing. You can just use it like a barbell and do vertical pushing movements. You know, overhead press. You can do horizontal pushing movements like a chest press or a bench press. You know, I usually just lay on a plyo box. And sometimes to even get more resistance, I'll put a resistance band around my shoulders and then do a chest press like that with the sandbag with even more resistance from the band. So there's all kinds of ways that you can do that. You can do isolation movements with the filler bags. You can do squats, you know, front squats, back squats, whatever. You can do deadlifts, you know, so you can do swings, so you got hinge. You could do rotation movements, and you can do carry movements, you know, whether you're carrying around the sandbag and walking, or you can grab the filler bags and do farmer's carries like that with the filler bags, especially if you have filler bags like with the 2XSR. So you can do most of your body movements. You just have no way to vertical pull. So if you want to base things around your weight training, around using sand for your weights instead of iron, the first thing you need to add is some way to incorporate a vertical pulling movement to make it more complete. And that can either be the pull-up bar, or the pull-up bar plus a pulley system, or the pull-up bar plus resistance bands. So those would be my 3 recommendations for what you need to do to build around your sandbag training. You need to get a pull-up bar, you need to get a cable pulley system, or a ceiling mount, or somewhere, or sturdy branch that you can mount that pulley system on so that you can do some vertical pulling with it. And you can do all sorts of other stuff with the cable pulley system. And then you need to get resistance bands. So resistance bands, cable pulley system, and a pull-up bar. Those are the 3 best additions, in my opinion, to enhance your sandbag training. If you liked the video, click the like button. If you didn't like the video, click the dislike button. I don't really care either way. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Most of you who watch these videos are not subscribers, so please subscribe. And if you want to support what we're doing financially, you can do that by becoming a patron at patreon.com/theologygeekfitness. $1 will get you in the door so you can watch hundreds of workout videos, including sandbag workouts that also use things like resistance bands or, cable pulleys or pull-up bars or all of the above. So you can do that. And if you are a $10 and above patron in that tier or higher, you can get in on my quarterly gear giveaways where I get products. I use the money from Patreon to buy products, review products. If I like them or don't like them, either way, if I'm not going to use it on a regular basis, I like to give back to the patrons. So consider doing that, and I'd appreciate it, just like I appreciate you watching this video. We'll see you in the next one. God bless.